It's a bit like Rottnest, but in the forest.
The stars are the best stars in the world in Donnelly River. Almost going back in time. It's simple.
It may take a village to raise a child, but the Donnelly River Village has raised an entire community.
We just love it. And we all get on together, so that's why it's worked.
An hour out of Margaret River, this old timber mill town has become a holiday hotspot for families.
With the reinvention of nature play these days, it's incredibly popular with people who just want to get back to that sort of bush experience.
35 individual cottages with 35 separate owners. 3 of them are Andrew, Sally and Anna.
The thing I love about Donnelly really is just that tranquility and that ability to just make your own entertainment.
We like the genuine oldness of it.
I just fell in love with the place and I could just see the potential. It was fantastic. And I thought there's got to be some way to do this.
Sue Hall had dreamt of owning a place in the Karri Forest and knew she'd struck gold when she heard the Donnelly River Village was for sale.
And I thought, wow. But then he said it was for $3 million. And I thought, oh, okay, well, that's not for me.
The property couldn't be subdivided, but lawyer Anna Catelli came up with a plan to allow shares to be sold to 35 prospective owners.
Wheatley Village owns all the land and each owner leases a cottage.
Sue put an ad in the local paper calling for anyone interested in investing $75,000 in the village.
It was very important to get the right people for the project to be successful. And so I needed people who are very careful, very eco-minded and also community-minded too, because we were basically building a community.
There was no problem attracting buyers.
None of us bought it as an investment. We all bought it because we wanted a place to come and stay in the forest. And we just love it. We had a bit of trouble finding the 35th person, and that's when I bought my cottage. I was number 35.
A bit of TLC and the village is a heritage lover's dream.
Each of the cottages were terribly run down, and each of the cottages requires a lot of work as well, so they have to be maintained. And we don't make any money from them. If we cover our costs, we're lucky.
But for the owners, it's not about the money. Instead, it's about getting back to the simple pleasures of life. No phone reception, no internet.
On mobile phones, it's very difficult to get coverage. So if you want to detox, if you want to escape, if you want to genuinely say to people, sorry, you can't get in touch with me, this is heaven.
You know, kids would play in the Karri parkland, there's a flying fox.
Something the young and not so young are bound to enjoy. The owners have done all they can to restore the village's heritage. One thing they can't touch, though, is the old timber mill, which belongs to the state government.
It really is in a condition that needs immediate love and attention. Otherwise, it's just going to fall over. Some of the buildings have already collapsed.
The Department of Land say they've consulted with Donnelly Village and the State Heritage Office and have arranged for a conservation management strategy to be undertaken for the Donnelly River Mill.
That would be the icing on the cake, is to get the mill into a state of repair where people could go and have a look at it and see how the old logs were sawn.
But for now, the focus is all on the village, and the community are determined to keep their old-fashioned treasure as authentic as possible.
We don't want to change anything. We want to keep the village as it was 20 years ago, and hopefully in 20 years' time it will have the same feel.